Wicked has been one of the absolute standouts of 2024. From amazing visuals to banger tunes and a heartwarming story, it won our hearts, but the full story is yet to be told. I mean, are we really surprised that a hit like Wicked is getting a sequel? Well, if you watched the first movie, you already know that it ended abruptly in a pretty incomplete way. So, it is already time to talk about the upcoming final sequel. As someone who loves the original Wizard of Oz, seeing Wicked's success has been emotional to say the least. Seeing a story with such history and importance be a topic of conversation again is simply amazing. And I have to applaud the filmmakers for managing to capture the magic of the original story. After all, Oz is a unique movie and story, and finding the right dose of whimsy is not always easy. But director Jon Chu manages it with grace. Not only that, seeing a musical succeed like Wicked did also makes me really happy because I think we often forget that musicals don't always have the best reputation. Aside from the obvious examples like Joker, Folie à Deux, even supposedly good films like the star-studded Greatest Showman can end up with mixed receptions. So, Wicked's widespread appeal is definitely a sight I appreciate. But what do you guys think? Are you a fan of the musicals? Or was Wicked the first musical that you even liked? Or perhaps you hated Wicked as well? Let me know in the comments. As I have mentioned, Wicked and the upcoming sequel are adaptations of a Broadway musical of the same name. Set before the arrival of Dorothy, the main character of the original story, Wicked is the story of the Wicked Witch of the West, played by the graceful Cynthia Erivo, and her heartwarming friendship with Glinda the Good, played by the superstar Ariana Grande Butera. The story of how these contrasting personalities ended up as friends is inspiring, but the end of the 2024 film saw Elphaba and Glinda at a crossroads in their relationship. With Elphaba on the run, after being declared a danger to everyone, and Glinda on her way to graduate, we are left wondering what's in store for our favorite duo. Honestly, even though I know how the story ends, I still have hope that we'll get a version of this story where Glinda and Elphaba stay friends forever. Like, can't we get a sitcom of their dorm days or something? I could watch them hang out forever. Come on, Universal. Do you guys hate printing money or something? The second half of the original musical, which the second Wicked film will be based on, depicts a darker turn of events. Jonathan Bailey, who plays Prince Fiero, said in an interview, "I think we understand the world and how it works. Now, I'm really excited for the tonal shift. The world gets heavier and more complicated, and there's just that pumping sense of hope and joy and resilience, and all the things that we love about Elphaba's journey that I can't wait for." First, let's get the sad news out of the way in the original musical. Glinda and Elphaba have a lot less interactions in the second half. This is especially crushing after seeing the amazing chemistry that Cynthia and Ariana managed to portray in Wicked. But their relationship is still a thematic focus. As their paths diverge, they will both face difficult decisions. Wonderful Wizard and Madame Morrible are still the villains, but now Boke and Nessarose will play the role of secondary antagonists. What do you guys think about this? Did you want to see more of Elphaba and Glinda's friendship? Something I am personally really excited for is the fact that we'll see more of Dorothy. Her arrival was teased in the original film, but I believe that we'll actually get to see her completely in Wicked for Good. Another thing to be excited about is the news that there will be 2 new original songs in the sequel, written by the director of the Broadway show, Stephen Schwartz. It's nice to see that the filmmakers are not only interested in adapting the show, but they want to add something more to it. What are your expectations from the songs? I have been listening to What's This Feeling nonstop ever since the film came out. While we are at it, feel free to drop your favorite tunes from the films as well. May the best piece win. So, we have a darker second half waiting for us. But when is it coming out? Well, you won't have to wait that long because Wicked for Good, which is what they named the sequel, is coming out on November 21st of this year. With productions getting bigger and bigger, big budget films like these often get followed up by sequels much later. But Wicked 2 won't make us wait too long. As for teasers and trailers, well, the official Twitter account dropped the title For Good recently, along with the announcement of the release date. so it is fair to assume that we'll get the trailer for the sequel in the coming days. I can't wait to see what we are in store for in Wicked 2. But before we go, make sure to leave your theories and ideas in the comments so we can geek out together. Don't forget to subscribe for more news on Wicked, for good, and until then, these other videos on the screen might interest you.